We are 2 days away from the Mustang's first autocross. That's right, 2 days, and she's broken. Like actually broken. Now, fair warning, it could be a lot worse. We have just a few issues. You know, last video we said we had issues we weren't going to address. We're not addressing those issues. We're addressing new ones. Without further ado though, thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new here, my name's Ethan. Welcome to the garage. We're working on my 2000 Mustang GT today. We have a I say brand new. It's got less than 10,000 miles on it. We built it about a year ago. Full bolt-on motor, it's got cams, all that fun stuff. Now the first issue is, it's relatively mild. So idle air control valve, it went out again. This is the original one that went out a while ago. We bought a Duralast one. It lasted about a year and went out, but lifetime warranty, baby. So we got a new one. About half a year ago, we put an idle air control valve restrictor plate on the car to make it run a little better. We're gonna experiment a little bit without running it to see if it helps it starting. Sometimes it has an extended start, and I think it's because the air fuel mixture at the start, especially when it's warm, gets a little wonky with that restrictor plate in there. So we're gonna experiment without using that just a little bit to see how it does. Maybe we'll drive it down to Austin without it, let the computer learn, see if it drives well. So obviously we're gonna put a new one of those on there. Now the major issue, cooling fan, completely gone. If you recall, the first time we went to an autocross, the cooling fan we thought went out, turns out it was a frame issue. At that point though, the fan was tired, it had been through a lot. And as you can see now, as it's sitting in 3 pieces, it's not functioning at all. So the motor actually is completely seized on the fan, which really sucks. So had to order a new one of those. Now I know this looks really technical, however, it's really not. Well, that was a lot easier than I anticipated that going, I'm not gonna lie. That was a piece of cake. The Motorcraft one was a pain to get out. It really wasn't fun. I think it's warped a little bit just because you recall the radiator issue, frame issues. This one though was super easy. Now one quick thing to note, radiator, there's supposed to be brackets right here. Car did not come with any. So another thing to add to the list, it's been without them for over a year, so it's gonna be just fine. You gotta love it when a project works so smoothly. So cooling fan is in and plugged in. We just gotta hope that it works now. Come on, baby, turn on. Hey. Ooh. Ooh, that sounds so much better. I'm very happy with how the cooling fan worked out. It sounds so much better than the Motorcraft one did, which is awesome. I also feel like it's moving a little bit more air, which will hopefully help us keep it cooler. Now that we got the cooling fan taken care of, we're gonna move on to the idle air control valve. This also should be really simple. Well, I gotta admit, so far today is off to a great start. Now, I did forget to turn the mic on during that last clip. Don't know if you could tell or not. Rookie mistake, I know, but we are fixed now. We're gonna fire her up, see how she starts without the restrictor plate. Hopefully she starts just like she is supposed to. We're gonna go ahead and fix a few minor issues. The hood scoop, I'm ready to get that on the car. We're gonna go ahead and sand that down, I know. We're gonna sand it down, try to make it look pretty again. We also have a new foam impact absorber for the front bumper to help stabilize things and add a little more protection, along with new wheel well liners. So lots to do, not quite enough time. So we need to get to work. If my calculations are correct, the car should start a lot easier and a lot better than it does with the restrictor plate on. I think it's just a tuning issue, something we can definitely sort out. I just need to find the time and the money to call up the tuners again. Wait for our gauge to heat up. All right, let's go, baby. Without the restrictor plate, it holds RPM like it's supposed to on cold starts, which is great. It didn't do that with the restrictor plate. So we're gonna let her run for just a second, warm up, see how she idles down, see if it runs like we want it to, but goodness gracious, boy, she sounds angry. Now we gotta give her just a little pepper for the neighbors. Woo, let's go, baby. Now I'm pretty sure we're gonna be running into the hanging RPM for at least a little bit, but at least it sounds super mean. Don't kick me out of my house, please. Okay, maybe just a little bit more, a little bit more. Yes, sir. I really do love this car so much, even though it has its fair share of flaws. It makes us love it more, you know? So I haven't been running it and revving it just for fun. We actually wanted to warm it up to see if the fan would kick on, and lo and behold, the fan is running. Sometimes I forget just how properly loud this car is. It's really absurd. I forgot to mention though, this weekend autocross, we're going with a few buddies. We're going with Josh, who's blackhawk.2002 on Instagram. He has a super sick murdered out S550, which is going to be awesome. We're going with my mom. It's bringing the Lincoln. Let's go. And we're going with our buddy Daniel and Christian. You know Christian, super awesome little kid. I am his biggest fan. They're probably going to be bringing out a 2014 murdered out Mustang GT. So it's going to be so sick. We're going to have like generation after generation after generation of Mustang there. We're going to have the S95, the S197, and the S550. It's going to be awesome. Now that we got the motor taken care of, we're going to go ahead and focus on this stuff. So I forgot to mention, we got a new cowl because we cracked mine pretty bad when taking the old motor out. So got a new cowl for 10 bucks, which is an awesome find, and impact absorber that I was talking about. Now the real quick rundown on replacing one of these cowls. You can see there's 3 holes right there for screws. Windshield wipers are super easy. They pop off just by sliding this little clip out, so that's no big deal. So we gotta remove this screw here, screw there, screw there. For 10 bucks, I am super impressed. This thing looks absolutely brand new. That has really been bugging me because it just kind of flaps in the wind. Super annoying. Thankfully though, we're looking really nice now. So next order of business, I think we're gonna go ahead and work on the hood scoop. I'm really tired of these holes all over the hood, and the Terminator hood unfortunately is not ready yet. So we're gonna go ahead and just knock the hood scoop out. Really not looking forward to sanding this. I'm not gonna show you all the process. We already have a bunch of videos of sanding on the channel. If you wanna see some of those, go ahead and click up there. They are quite interesting. In all seriousness though, the sanding is the only reason why the Mustang at least looks halfway decent. So it is a really good option to try to save paint. Now, this, like the car, has a lot of spray paint on it, but I think we should be able to bring it back. I am honestly super impressed with how it turned out. We got a lot of shine out of it. It's not perfect. There's still like spray paint spots over there and throughout the rest of it, but overall, turned out pretty good. So we've pretty much checked off the big ticket items that we had. We knocked out idle air control valve. We put the cooling fan in. That was the really big thing. We got the hood scoop. I also put on 4 new bolts on the license plate so we can put a cover on for autocross. Do a little R&D. And I'll be completely honest, I really don't want to take the bumper off today, so I don't know if we're going to put that on. I also have to do a little bit of research to see what kind of hardware we need to mount it. I'll probably have to order that. So soon, we'll be doing that. Now, we're going to take it out, take it for a little spin, make sure she's running well enough for autocross at least, so we can give her the green light to go like 4 hours south this weekend. Baby, ooh, Gen 3, let's go. So we got good news, we got not so good news. The good news is, seems like she's running pretty dang good. The bad news is, the hanging RPM. She's back, baby. Just take a look at the hanging RPM, guys. It's terrible. Clutch in, the shift barely drops. And if I put the clutch in now, it just kind of stays there. So we're gonna give it the benefit of the doubt, let it learn a little bit. I don't know if I can really get tuning done before autocross. Really, it's not that big a deal because we've been running the restrictor plate for so long. But on the drive down to Austin, we're gonna leave the plate off, see if it'll learn after a few hundred miles. If not, we're gonna slap it right back on there. So it sounds like I'm on the gas, but I'm not, and we're actually accelerating. That's how bad it is without the restrictor plate on. I don't know why. I need to learn tuning is what I need to do. I just don't know it yet. So yeah, the restrictor plate is going on before we drive down to Austin just because I can't deal with that. It's so annoying.
In other news though, look at our hood scoop. Come on now, it actually fits the rest of the car in paint quality.
Now don't you worry, the Cobra hood, the Termy hood that we got for 80 bucks is still gonna go in the car. It's just a little prolonged. We gotta get wrapped, we gotta fix some more things on it. Soon-ish, we'll have it on there. Now there is no problem with running an IAC restrictor plate. If you wanna see more about them, you can click right up there where we did a video about it. It really transformed the car. I just spent all this money and all this time building it that I'd love for it to run like perfectly, just by itself. We'll get it figured out eventually though, but that is a video for another time. If you want to see next video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're going autocrossing, that's right. I have no idea what to expect. The suspension's bad, brakes are bad. I hope we don't break anything like last time, knock on wood, but if you want to find out, just stick around and you'll see. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big ol' thumbs up. I'm so blessed to have each and every one of you here with me, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Until that though, make sure you go save your own Stang. Don't let these things die. Keep it classy while you're out there changing the world, and I'll catch y'all really soon.